see Patrick also made comment there, I believe. So basically, during the month, as we know, we check existing file system, and if the existing file system is what is existing, if empty string, and we go ahead to format, and now we add force flag for both ext4, ext file, and the X. This is being added for this PR. So it looks like even though the existing file system, by checking this, return empty, but it's still possible somehow. There's some traces of old file system, so we have to use the force flag to format it. So anyone know some details about this?
It's merged. Do we still need to discuss that?
No, I just want to understand like the behavior.
Well, the underlying block files or the underlying blocks that you are getting might not have been zeroed. That is an implementation detail, whether the underlying block storage does that or doesn't do it. And in this utility code, we might want to deal with a block, with blocks that have not been zeroed, and then we need to ignore traces from previous file systems. So that's the background. Basically, consider you have a partition that has a certain number of blocks. You create a file system, then delete the volume and not erase the blocks. Don't overwrite. The next time you format, you would get an error from MKFS about that existing file system, and the force flag overrides that.
Okay, and this function to get disk format, the existing format will return empty in that case?
I've probably, if it that's good question. If it looks, I don't know what that particular function does, whether it checks for the exact format that is requested. It gets the source parameter, so I would assume that if you're formatting for ext4 and it already has an ext4, then it will just use that.
Yeah, to check the existing file system, we are using this function.
So that force parameter then becomes relevant if there is an XFS file system, for example, and you want to replace it with ext4.
Yeah, so if the existing file system returns something, we will not format at all. So we just skip that step and just continue to mount. But if the mount failed, then it might have the error saying the file system does not match. So in the logic during the mount is only if the existing file system return like empty, we will go ahead to format it.
Can you check further down what it does with a disk string?
Is the place you want to see?
I'm looking for where it does something with disk, and okay, it's just the source parameter. So you're basically saying that this force parameter should never be needed?
So I don't know the behavior. I thought they mean even empty, like existing file system return empty, somehow the format might fail because of some other like traces of old
that probably was the reason why it was added for ext4, but I don't know. I don't remember any details. I'm not sure if I was even involved. It looked like it made sense because ext4 already does the same thing, And therefore, it made sense to me to do the same thing for XFS, which is
yeah,
what this PR does. If the overall logic is completely flawed, then yeah, we have a different issue.
Yeah, the PR that add force option to ext4.3, there's no explanation, so I don't remember the reason we added. So yeah, just want to understand the purpose and what's the behavior during the format.
And Marisa added a link in the chat. It's like it explained, actually you need to have that F flag.
Oh, so here?
He added in the chat. In the
yeah, I saw it.
Says it's like it's needed, documented.
The force flag makes sense if you try to override a file system. The question is whether this particular code ever gets into the situation where it needs to override.
Yeah.
But even if we never get to this point, the force flag then doesn't hurt. So it's not wrong. It just might not be needed.
True. But I don't know. It fits the purpose of that intention. Like, what's the intention of adding this? So because here only if existing files format is empty. So I was have the question about, in this case, what does it mean for force?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So that's actually the document says that if existing it's not empty, then we use that. That's interesting. Okay. Did he explain why he added this fix in the PR?
No, so we add this force flag first in ext4 or ext3. There's no explanation. Yeah.
It seems that should be the opposite, right? Okay. No, I don't see what you're saying. I'm not sure why that was added.
Right. So
what does it say? Fixes, but there's an issue there. What is it? Didn't say anything. The issue. Fixes the issue. What does it? The issue.
Yeah. It's not formatted. It's failed to format. So it seems like
they actually run into some errors then.
Right. So here it mentioned when creating a LVM, it will take what is marked as available. So it looks like I don't know. Somehow it seems even the empty the existing file system is empty, but MKFS failed, and if you use force, it will create a file system.
Right, but yeah, it's like the opposite of what fixes, right? There's if there's traces of old file system, then use that flag. But here it's actually, if it's not detected, yeah, I'm not sure why.
So yeah, I don't know the trace of old file system in here. Maybe
but we detected it's empty. So empty meaning what? Meaning no old file system, or you can't say empty meaning you detected an old file system, right? It's just not.
It
looks a little weird.
Those functions. But yeah, just want to bring up see anyone has some.
Maybe you want to ask this, when was this one fixed? Just ask this person what is like the symptoms and after. Obviously, this fix the problem for him. Right. It's like
right.
But
we can I can just add a comment, like a question. Why?
So what about that issue? If you go to that OpenEBS, maybe there are some error messages there.
This one?
No, what this PR does. What does it? No, just in the part of the description, it just say what this PR does, why we need it. So it detected the problem in OpenEBS. What does that issue say? That issue in OpenEBS maybe have some.
Sorry.
Oh, it's the same as the one actually. Which issues the PR fixes? The 135.
Yeah. So here it mentioned about problem being formatted.
It aligns with the behavior of other format, right? But detection of magic super blocks. So when
it's kind of the problem about like the traces of the file system, I feel.
So that function, because it actually calls that, right, to get this format, that one, when it returns empty, that's what it means, supposedly. Maybe that's what, maybe we need to look at that, that function.
Right. I don't know that function, like how it's related to this one. Yeah. But yeah, I just sent a comment asking about the details. I believe he does fix this problem with force option. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I guess this fixed the problem that he experienced. At least it's a little bit. It's not very clear by reading the code.
Right. And another interesting thing I've been seeing about this issue, I think Yang is not here, right? He kind of also did similar experiments. So.
Oh, this is the one that this person brought this up, right? Is this that issue he brought up at 6:30 meeting?
Maybe I might miss.
Oh, you missed it. Okay, yeah. It looks like this is the issue. Yeah, he brought it up. We actually talked about this in the 6:30 meeting already. So Yang has some suggestions for him. Yang said he could not reproduce this. That's a problem. So he will try. Yeah. Is that
Yang said he reproduced it.
Reproduce it? Can you move down? Maybe that was after the meeting. Before the meeting, he says he could not reproduce it. Oh, 5 days. 5 days ago.
Here. Reproduce the.
Oh, then this was after the meeting. Okay. Then this was after the meeting. Yeah. Because that was last Thursday. They were both in that meeting.
Right.
Okay. Reproduced it. 1,000. Okay.
It's getting to a state cannot do anything.
Postman, okay. No CSI. No CSI driver call in progress. Could not get consistent content. However, even here.
So yeah, I never.
What was that? Okay, he was saying nasty pending version has the wrong state. Oh yes. Yang also said he will be on vacation. So I'm not sure if he has already started vacation or what. He did say that last Thursday. And then this guy, this Manu, he was there. Yeah, he said he's going to also try something out. So
right. He had a PR to resync desired state, actual state, like after 5 minutes something. But I don't know how it's related to this. He also closed that one because he seems.
Yeah, I think he was also experimenting. He has, he's not very familiar with this, so just getting some help from Yang.
Okay. I can follow up,
okay.
but it seems kind of scalability, like when you create a large number of pods, there's something wrong. I don't know, it's EFS specific or not.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yang was not sure. He was saying, oh, maybe it's a driver problem, but it's still not conclusive. At least even here, he didn't say that it's not clear. Now you've seen that in the.
He does
Yeah.
mention the driver seems does not get caught at all. So the those
If it's
months.
if driver is not called, then that's not the driver
Yeah.
issue. Then.
Right.
Then.
But I don't know the detail.
This is a little hard. I think it's a little hard to reproduce. I think, but it looks like they only reproduced this with EFS, because I think because that guy actually did something with the empty dir, but it's a little different. The results are a little different.
Yeah. And I didn't play this like thousands of pods.
I think this, yeah, is a little difficult to report.
Yeah, so that's something just I think interesting to check on. And we do have a lot of features. Maybe next time we'll kind of, for the feature owner, we can go through quickly and see whether there's some updates or is back to finish before November, like a deadline.
Yeah, I think Jing, in the stand-up meeting, we should actually go through those. But of course, if the feature owner is not here, then we can't. Because we want to know if anything is,
right.
It's not on time. You said you're going to pin Hemant for the grace for no shutdown. Have you guys got a chance to sync up?
So yeah, I plan to do. I also pinged the contributor to work on the pod priority based graceful no shutdown. So I will find the time to sync up with them this week. Yes, hopefully we can get some update this week about this feature. And for others, Wednesday, when more people join, the feature owner can give some update, hopefully. Anything else? Then yeah, that's good. That's I think mostly for today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.